Hello everybody, welcome to an Unreal Engine tutorial on how to make UI. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make adjustable and movable UI for your video games. So, for example, say you wanted a display information for a few seconds, and then you want it to go away. That's what we're going to be focused on today. Here's a little showcase of how this would look like. So, as you can see, I got my UI up there. Please don't press F. If I press F, as you can see, it displays, it goes away, as you can see. The UI goes, but if I wanted to get back, I press G, and here we go, it moves back into play. We can also set this to specific timers and events, so it can display at your personal needs and when you need it to, and we can basically adjust this to our liking. So let me show you how to make this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is actually display a widget class, of course. We actually need a widget to work with in the first place. I'm using the same template as before, but I'm going to be changing. I'm going to start from the scratch so you guys can follow along. So what we're going to do is go to user interface at the bottom, and we're going to select widget blueprint, select user blueprint, and BP underscore, or yeah, BP underscore, we'll call it movable or adjustable UI. And I spelled it wrong, I think. No, I didn't. Never mind. Adjustable UI. Okay. Once you are in your UI and your canvas, you want to search on the palette on the top left here and select Canvas Panel. And drag it into your little box here. This will be your viewport. So everything you display here will be displayed in the game as a viewport. Once you've done that, we want to add a second canvas panel into the world, and I'm going to adjust it to be roughly about, let's say here. So this will be our actual canvas that will display the UI and the information in that UI. I'm going to put it by here, make it a little small. Here we go. And after you've done that, I'm going to add an image into this UI. So this now, as you can see, is displayed. This image is only going to display in this second canvas panel. It's technically in the first one as well, so it's think of it as a viewport inside of a viewport. So as you can see, if I try and move, I don't think I can move that around, but if I try moving this one around, as you can see, the image will follow in it because it's attached to this. Let me go back. Right, now that we have that, we actually want to display an image. I am using a pack for this, I will let you know now. The pack I am using is the GUI Essentials pack that was in, I'm pretty sure it was on, like, not Git, but, what's the other one? I don't actually remember, but I'm going to link it in the description anyway, so if you ever want to use it, you can. So there's the packs will be there, but I'm going to be using the Pumpkin pack for this, and I'm gonna use this one. This one looks nice, as you can see. Now, a little bit of theory here is that with Unreal Engine, whenever I try to extrude or make my scale of images larger, as you can see, it's extremely blurry. Now, Unreal Engine doesn't use one of the theories. I'm pretty sure it's called the 9 sprite theory, which cuts off all sides of sprites. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it cuts off all of them into little pieces, and basically you can adjust it to your liking. Unreal Engine doesn't technically have something like that, but we can trick it into thinking that, you know, we can display the same input as a 9 sprite, cut. So how do we do that? Is by selecting the image. First of all, I'm not using a texture or that, I'm using a sprite. Give me a second. No, I'm using a sprite. I want to use a texture. What am I saying? Have a look. I cannot find it for some reason. Hold on. Pretty sure it's you. Yes, it is you. Now, to make sure we can get these efficient things and make it not blurry as it is now, I'm going to be using, instead of draw as image, we want to draw as a box. Now, our margin is the most important thing of this. Please take note of the margin, because this is how we'll trick it. So for the left, I'm going to say 0.2. For the top, I'm going to say 0.4. For the right, I'm going to say 0.2. And for the bottom, I'm going to probably say maybe 0.4? 0.6? 0.7, maybe. Just trying to get the right values, really. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. 0.9. I will say 0.8 or 0.7. Let's adjust this to my accordingly, how I like it. As you can see, this looks way more better now. It doesn't stretch out the texture a little bit more. So it actually looks like a displayed UI that is on my screen. I'm gonna make it a little bit better. Maybe top could be 0.5. Maybe 0.3. And then we'll make the bottom like 0.3. That was cool. We had like a little gradient then. Okay, as you can see now, I'm gonna display. This is my UI. This is my UI, and I'm gonna have text displayed in it for you guys. I'm gonna get text box, and I'm gonna use this. I am also using a font for this called Upheaved font, which is like this pixelated font. You can actually get fonts online for free using FontiSpace. I do recommend it. I am just using it for this as a demonstration, nothing more. So I want to make this font as well a bit nicer. As you can see, it's pretty nice, but we can also add very cool stuff to it. Like if I go to base spacing outlines, we can add an outline to it. So we can add it pixelated. I'm going to make it probably like 3. I'm also going to adjust the text to be quite large. I'm going to say... Sorry for the background, there is a train and I did not expect that to actually come through this time. I'm going to say press... should we say F again? Press F to... Press F for me to go with a sad little face on it. I reckon that would be pretty cool to have. I'm using the wrong one. There we go. To press F for me to go, I'm gonna adjust the thing real quick, and we're gonna anchor it on the top left. Okay, I think this is all good. We can adjust this just a little bit more. Maybe 32. No, not 320. Okay, this is good. I like this. Okay, so now we want to make our animation move. So to get this to move, we want to select the second canvas panel. Be aware of this. Do not select the first one over here, just so you guys don't get confused. I'm going to rename this with going to move. Going to move. Here we go. So then you're not confused on which one you're doing. So after you've selected that, go on the animations panel at the bottom, and you want to make a new animation up here. And I'm going to say move underscore up, please. I'm going to say move up, please. Okay, now that we have that, I closed my animation thing. We want to go on track. We want to track going to move, and since we are tracking going to move, we want to do a transform. Adding a transform, we can go on the translation and adjust the X and Y to its accordingly values or location. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 1 second. When I go to 1 second, I want the Y to move. Let's say to 200. Oh god, I think I just got rid of it. I did actually just get rid of it. No, I think I can just Control Z. Move up, please. Yep. I'm going to do on 1 second minus 200. And maybe a bit more actually than that. Compile that. Okay, so if I was to play the animation now, I played the game, whoopsie. If I was to play the animation now, as you can see, my animation is going to move up, which is good. Okay, now that we have that, we want to go to the event graph. Get rid of it. We don't really need this. These. We can add a custom event. Adding a custom event. I'm going to call it button UI. Toggle UI actually. Toggle UI. That makes more sense for me. I'll capitalize the I. And I'm going to add play reverse. Play animation reverse. And I'm going to add play animation forward. This is not how I wanted it to be done. So as you can see, we can't really plug this into any of these, but there is a little cool, efficient way that I like to do this, which is to add a EUMG sequence player. That's not the right one. EMUG? EUMG might be this one. Ah, it is this one. This is the one I like. So, when I wanted to play forward, I will make it play forward. The animation will play. When I wanted to reverse, then I'll make it reverse. Let me just plug that in here. I want the playback speed to be 2 seconds. So I want it to take 2 seconds. And the target is going to be move up, please, from your little animations panel over here. So again, move up, please. Plug it into the animations. And that should theoretically work. You have something now that works. So, to run through quickly what this code does. Oh, actually I missed one little thing that I need to just actually tell you about as well. So, before you do actually make this work, you want to get this node and plug it in to the toggle UI. Now it should work. So what this code essentially does is when toggle UI is called, then play it through the sequencer. So when it plays forward, play the animation forward. So basically move it up. And then instead of making a reverse for this, making it like, you know, go back down, we can just play this animation but in reverse. So it saves us a lot of time from coding and adding more animations to this when we don't really need to. Compile that. And then I'm gonna go to my player level. I would not recommend usually doing this on open or the level blueprint, because usually I would do it on a game mode to display it, or your player character or whatever. Basically do it anything that isn't the level blueprint. I think it's way more efficient and better. If you want a more efficient way of doing this, do it on game mode or an actor. Either way, I think either way would be good. But I'm gonna get rid of this. This is actually for something else, I guess. Okay, so as you can see, you want to actually copy these nodes, but instead now instead of BP UI, we want to get adjustable UI instead. So on event begin play, we want it so the constructible UI we just made is okay. No, hang on. We'll get rid of this as well. Add a new variable. Call it UI ref or regv, whatever I called it. And I want to get adjustable UI. I want to make an object reference. I then want to drag it onto my world and set it. Plug this into here. Plug this into here. My target is going to be itself, and obviously the return value as well is going to be the UI ref. So this basically just displays my UI now, I'm pretty sure. So if I was to go into the game and play it, press F to make me go. As you can see, it's displayed in my game on the top there. Open level blueprint back up, and then I'm going to make it so I on the E key where is E? No, wait, F. How did I forget that about my own thing? That was an F key. Ah, there it is. When it's pressed, you want to get the UI ref again. So we want to get it this time. And then we want to get... Did I call it button? What did I call it? UI. Toggle UI. So when the F button is pressed, play the animation forward. And the same can be said for reverse. So when I get the G key, press this. Get the animation again. We're going to get toggle UI. This time we want to go to the selection and play this in reverse when it's pressed. And theoretically this should work. So if I press E and F, yeah, if I press F, then you can see the information has now gone away. But if I press G, it comes back down. This could be handy for some situations if you want UI to be displayed for a matter of few seconds. Say you wanted a on the side over here, as you can see, I wanted like a notepad that comes up only for a few seconds displaying your information. We can actually do that as well by opening this back up instead of using. Well, no, we need the target again to be this. You can set it by a timeline, or you can do a delay. So if I got that delay, I wanted to delay for maybe, I wanted to play for 5 seconds. Once it plays for 5 seconds, we can get it to go back to its normal state. So if I compile that and play, if we play this, I press F, and in 5 seconds this should come back down. There we go, and it comes back down. But obviously you would do it more like this would be reverse and this would be forward. I'm pretty sure. So you just kind of switch it around. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah. So this would just kind of be like that, and it should just go back up. There you go. So that's kind of like an objective bar right there you could think of. And that is all to this tutorial. You're allowed to play with these to your liking. You can kind of like set whatever you want. If you wanted to add it into a function, say you start the game and you got like a few seconds, you wanted to see the objective. If you have like code for it, you can just now use toggle UI, this node right here, in any situation you want. So if I wanted to play when I jump, I wanted to do this when I don't know, do like a handstand, like play animation handstand, and then after that I want this UI to toggle to play. You are now allowed to play this to your liking. So that is a tutorial on how to do the UI and make it adjustable and movable in games. I hope you enjoy. I hope this tutorial did help. This is my first ever tutorial on Unreal.